We're on the record in cause number 326580, the state of Texas versus Caleb Michael Matthews. We have Mr. Matthews appearing via Zoom, and we have Mr. Matthews' attorney, Mr. Mark Saggett, who is present in court. Mr. Matthews, how are you doing?
No, this is Tyler. Mr. Matthews is here.
Okay, Mr. Matthews, please come forward. Okay. Consent.
I can't hear.
Okay. Want you reach me that blue folder. Thank you. We need to call a clerk. She was up. What we have? just pass that to him. I'm gonna go over those bond conditions with him, and then we'll make a copy for him. Oh, let me, pass that back to me.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, we're back on the record and calls number 326580, State of Texas versus Michael Matthews. Mr. Matthews, you should have before you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law Number 2. Do you see those conditions?
Yes, sir.
I'll go over these bond conditions with you, and it reads, following arrest and or accusation in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein or ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body, and that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, subsection A2 and subsection C2. Do you understand that? Condition number 3, defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. And the alleged victim in this case is Ashley Matthews.
You mind if I ask him one question?
Yes.
You're not living with your mom anymore, are you?
Um,
The victim is his mother, and he's living with her.
Okay, but he said something earlier, just now, he said something, she made you move back in with her to pay rent?
yeah.
Where were you living before?
They were with her.
Okay, well, I mean, apparently he has a place to go. He said she just moved him back in to pay rent.
Yeah,
State,
the victim doesn't want to pursue the case.
well, okay, I mean, that's between you and the prosecutor. I mean, I'm not gonna get
Yes,
involved.
Your Honor.
Now, Miss Musgrove, did you hear the conditions that I went over with Mr. Matthews in this case? The bond conditions, the standard bond conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, are you now our standard bond conditions on condition number 3, you know, it states that defendant shall not communicate either directly, indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Okay,
If the defendant is currently living with the complaining witness, then the state understands that the defendant would not be successful in maintaining distance from the complaining witness.
okay. And so what are, now he did state that he at one point was living with his grandmother, I guess, after this alleged incident. Then mom, moved back in. I think that's what he said. So you just moved back in with her this week?
Yes, sir. I've been with him for 2 weeks after this.
Okay.
I need to come back.
Okay. Now, state, in regards to the residency requirement, in regards to him not being allowed to go near the residence, is the state, Mr., you're asking that he be allowed to stay in the residence, Mr.
Well, yeah, apparently, yes, we are, because his mother needs his money to pay her rent. Basically.
Well, I mean, I'm more concerned about, the victim, safety. You're talking about an economic issue. I'm talking about a safety issue.
I think the evidence in this case shows.
Well, I mean, I'm not interested, I mean, the evidence, but I'm talking about it.
I don't think he's gonna harm his mother.
Well, I don't, state, what is your, thoughts on it?
Well, Mr. Faggart, I understand that you believe that the complaining witness does not want to move forward in this case. However, the DA's office has not had contact with the complaining witness or has been able to get her to come in to sign off on a non-prosecution affidavit. So you have knowledge of something we know nothing about at this time.
So in regards to the residency requirement, the state, like I said, our standard order prevents the defendant from going near the residence of the complaining witness. Are you, opposed to, that particular restriction, Ms. Musgrove?
Your Honor, the state does not object at this time.
Okay. So, I mean, so we'll leave that restriction in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna leave that standard restriction in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now give me, you can pass that back to me, I'll get a copy. And, you need a reset, Mr. Faggart?
Yeah, we just set it for trial and.
Okay, we'll give
if I
you-
get in touch with Ms. Musgrave, maybe we can get it all knocked out.
Okay, you can stand over there, they'll give you a reset for trial. And we'll give you, before you leave, we're gonna give you a copy of the bond condition.
Yes, sir.
All right, and, all right. And once we've completed everything, you and your client will be free to go, and y'all could have a blessed day.
I have one more